Our homes should be our sanctuary, but often they are filled with clutter, too many things, unfinished projects, clothes we never wear. This clutter weighs us down. It steals our energy and our joy. We buy more and more, hoping to find happiness. But the opposite happens. We become stressed, we feel overwhelmed. Our possessions own us, not the other way around. It's time to break free from this cycle. We can choose to live differently. We can choose a life with less stuff and more happiness. Imagine a home that is calm and peaceful, a place where you can relax and recharge. This is the promise of minimalism. When we let go of excess possessions, we create space. Space to breathe, space to think, space for what truly matters. Owning less can reduce stress and anxiety. It can free up time and energy. It can even save you money. Minimalism is not about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices. It's about living intentionally with what brings us joy. Meet Sarah, a young professional who felt overwhelmed by her possessions. She had always been a collector, finding joy in acquiring new things. But over time, her apartment became cluttered, and she started to feel suffocated by the sheer volume of items she owned. Every corner of her home was filled with things she didn't need, and it began to affect her mental well-being. One day, Sarah decided enough was enough. She embarked on a journey to declutter her apartment and embrace a minimalist lifestyle. It wasn't easy at first. Letting go of items she had emotional attachments to was challenging. But she persevered, sorting through her belongings and deciding what truly added value to her life. She donated many items to charity, finding solace in the fact that they would be of use to someone else. Now, Sarah feels lighter and more in control of her life. Her once cluttered apartment is now a serene, minimalist haven. She has more space to breathe, think, and relax. The simplicity of her surroundings has brought her a sense of peace she never thought possible. She no longer spends hours cleaning and organizing. Instead, she has more time to pursue her passions and spend with loved ones. John, a busy father of two, struggled to find time for his family. His days were consumed by work and household chores, leaving him exhausted and disconnected from his children. The constant mess and clutter in his home only added to his stress, making it difficult for him to unwind and enjoy quality time with his family. He realized that his possessions were taking up valuable time and energy. The more things he owned, the more time he spent maintaining them. It became clear to him that his material possessions were not bringing him happiness. Instead, they were a burden. John decided to make a change and simplify his life. He downsized his belongings and now enjoys more quality time with his loved ones. By decluttering his home, John created a more organized and peaceful environment. This allowed him to focus on what truly mattered, his family. He now has more time to play with his kids, share meals, and create lasting memories. The minimalist lifestyle has brought him closer to his loved ones and improved his overall well-being. These are just two examples of the many people who have found happiness through minimalism. Across the world, countless individuals are discovering the benefits of living with less. They are finding that by letting go of excess, they can make room for what truly matters. Minimalism is not just about having fewer things. It's about creating a life filled with purpose and joy. Their stories inspire us to let go of what's weighing us down and embrace a simpler, more fulfilling life. Whether it's decluttering our homes, simplifying our schedules, or focusing on meaningful relationships, minimalism encourages us to prioritize what brings us true happiness. By adopting a minimalist mindset, we can find freedom from the chaos of modern life and create a more intentional and joyful existence. Decluttering can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Start small. The key is to break it down into manageable steps so you don't feel like you're tackling an insurmountable task. Begin by taking a deep breath and reminding yourself that this process is about creating a space that feels good to you. Choose one area of your home to focus on, such as a drawer or a shelf. It's important to start with a small, contained space to build momentum. This way, you can see progress quickly, which will motivate you to keep going. Hold each item in your hand and ask yourself, does this spark joy? This question, popularized by Marie Kondo, helps you connect with your belongings on an emotional level. It's not just about whether you like the item, but whether it adds value to your life. If it does, keep it. Cherish the items that make you happy and find a special place for them in your home. This will help you create a living space that reflects your personality and brings you comfort. If not, thank the item for its service and let it go. This act of gratitude can make it easier to part with things, especially if they hold sentimental value. Remember, letting go of items doesn't mean you're discarding memories. Don't be afraid to let go of things that are still useful. Just because something is functional doesn't mean it deserves a place in your home. If it's not serving you in a meaningful way, it's okay to pass it on. Donate them or give them to someone who needs them more. There are many people who can benefit from items you no longer need. By donating, you're not only decluttering your space but also helping others. Remember, the goal is not to get rid of everything, but to surround yourself with things that bring you joy. A minimalist lifestyle doesn't mean living with nothing, it means living with intention. By carefully curating your belongings, you create a home that supports your well-being and happiness. Take your time with this process and enjoy the journey towards a more organized and joyful living space. Section 5. The joy of tidying. Tidying is often seen as a chore, something we do out of necessity rather than enjoyment. But what if we could change our perspective and see it as a source of joy and fulfillment? Tidying is not just about getting rid of things. It's about making conscious decisions about what we want to keep in our lives. Each item we choose to keep should serve a purpose or bring us happiness. This process helps us to focus on what truly matters. It's about creating a space that you love, a space that reflects your personality and values. When your home is organized and clutter-free, it becomes a sanctuary where you can relax and recharge. It becomes a place where you can be your true self. It's about showing respect for your belongings and appreciating what you have. Each item in your home has a story and a purpose. By taking care of your belongings, you are honoring their place in your life. This mindfulness can lead to a deeper appreciation for the things you own. When you tidy with intention, you create a sense of order and calm in your home. This order can bring a sense of peace and tranquility that permeates every aspect of your life. It can help reduce stress and anxiety, making your home a haven of serenity. This sense of peace can extend to other areas of your life. When your home is in order, it can inspire you to bring order to other parts of your life, such as your work, relationships, and personal goals. The act of tidying can be a catalyst for positive change. As you declutter and organize, take the time to appreciate the things you choose to keep. Each item should have a place and a purpose. By being intentional about what you keep, you can create a home that is both functional and beautiful. Notice the beauty in simplicity. A clutter-free space allows the true beauty of your belongings to shine. It allows you to focus on what is truly important and to find joy in the simple things. Find joy in the act of tidying itself. The process of organizing and decluttering can be therapeutic. It can be a time for reflection and mindfulness. Embrace the joy of tidying and let it transform your home and your life. Section 6. Creating space for what matters. When we let go of excess possessions, we create space for what truly matters. We have more time for our passions, our relationships, and our personal growth. Imagine having more time to spend with loved ones, pursue hobbies, or simply relax and enjoy life. This is the freedom that minimalism can offer. By simplifying our lives, we create space for experiences, connections, and personal fulfillment. We shift our focus from material possessions to what truly brings us joy. Section 7. Experiences over possessions. Minimalism encourages us to invest in experiences rather than things. Memories of a beautiful trip, a delicious meal, or a fun day with friends will last a lifetime. Material possessions, on the other hand, will eventually fade or break. When we prioritize experiences, we create a life that is rich in memories and meaning. We learn and grow from our experiences, and we build stronger connections with the people we love. Section 8. Minimalism, a journey, not a destination. Minimalism is not about achieving a certain number of possessions or living in a perfectly minimalist home. It's about finding what works best for you and your lifestyle. It's a journey of self-discovery. As you declutter and simplify, you'll learn more about yourself and what truly matters to you. There's no right or wrong way to embrace minimalism. The key is to be mindful of your choices and to focus on what brings you joy. Section 9. Living a life you love. Ultimately, minimalism is about creating a life that you love. It's about living with intention, purpose, and joy. When you surround yourself with things that spark joy and let go of what doesn't, you create a life that is authentically yours. Minimalism is a tool that can help you live a happier, more fulfilling life. It's a reminder that true happiness comes not from what we own, but from how we live.